game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see, the winners of 8 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Panthers offense will have the opening possession of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Brian.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen again.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab behind the line, it's Hodges. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Stumbled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Grabs it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Works the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real.
Turning on the Jets. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Finding themselves down 7-0, middle up. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds his man. It's Hill. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
But you got to give this offense a lot of credit because they've been really physical, and they've been doing a nice job running the football on this drive, getting themselves into this position, 3rd down in the red zone. They've got a 4-point lead. Obviously, a huge 3rd down here, but even if they don't get it, they can kick the field goal, make this a 7-point game. Obviously, they're thinking touchdown, trying to make this a 2-possession game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. from the gun on third down. Pucks it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside defense. Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The snap sets up the throw. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This one's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Immediately fires to the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Shotgun snap on third down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And I think the defensive pass rush is starting to affect this quarterback. You're seeing him now throw off his back leg. It's almost as if he's seeing ghosts. He thinks there's free rushers running at him, and he's got to get rid of the ball too quickly, where in reality, he has time to settle his feet down, step in, and make a much more accurate throw.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on? And he's got it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll leave it with him. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Off the boot, looking for his man. Gonna let it fly, and they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's screened. At the 45 on its way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Hodges. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it at the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Second down.
They'll run play action. Looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. He wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, looking at second down. Fires left. He's got it. Knocked off his feet. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Third and short now from their own 48.
Here we go. Shake them off.
Balls and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside for defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the Panthers are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grabbed in the middle. It's battle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Bust through behind his pad. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Eagles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's caught. Got room at the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building.
There he goes. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Eagles! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Battle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Battle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. RPO complete to open the drive. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. First and 10, they're down to the 25. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Give to the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing it. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Eagles moving quickly to the line. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. He wants a big play here late. He's got it inside the 30. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Going to look downfield again. It's complete.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within...
Oh, it's a fumble. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Oh, the unthinkable has happened for this offense. They're into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the D. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 9 over.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. To the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. Under fire. Complete to the right. Ball got some room entered to the goal line. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll come to the line first and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called by the defense, a mere 21 seconds to go here. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the ranking.